Yeah. Rendezvous.
It take work.
Hey, yo, my mic sounds
It's what? It's 4:44 p.m. on Sunday. I was supposed to do sound in my church today. Lord forgive me, but God knows my heart. I was supposed to do sound in my church today, but I couldn't do sound in my church today because I had an 8 o'clock session this morning. Preparing for that session this morning, I was up till 3 o'clock gathering some files up, sending out files for a track. 3 o'clock this morning. I woke up 7 o'clock this morning, took a shower, got ready, hit the studio at 8 o'clock this morning. Then I had a session on the other side of town at 12 o'clock. Now it's what, 4:45. I'm gonna leave here and I have a session and I have to be to at 6 o'clock. And then I have a meeting at another studio at 8:30. Now that's not something that somebody could train you and teach you, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do it. It's literally work. Either you're gonna work or you're not gonna work. Yeah, you gotta want it. That's what it takes. You gotta want it.
We ain't never think we beyond. Some nights we ain't never think we beyond. Get them choices in
That's kind of cliche. Somebody say, yeah, I'm mad, so I make a mad beat. I'm happy, so I make a happy beat. But it's just like, if I'm feeling myself, if I'm in a good mood, I'll just make more music. The type of song, the type of beat that I will make while I'm actually producing the track, it just happens.
I want to get a daggone pan in this game.
Whatever I'm feeling once I hit the keyboard. Okay. I literally have zero thoughts in it.
So this fits
You know what I mean? When I touch the keyboard and I go through some sounds, if I find a sound that has a certain type of vibe to it, and I hear that sound and I'm like, okay, well this is going to end up with this particular vibe, then that's just where I'm going with it. I don't sit down and say this is going to be an R&B beat day and just
so it's not your process is not like a methodical, like step A I do this, step it's all natural and
fluent.
Exactly.
It's fluent, whatever I'm feeling that. Like if I do listen to something outside of what I'm listening, because at the end of the day I'm studying. I don't listen to music like a music connoisseur. You know, you might say I like Nas, I like so and stuff. When I listen to music, I can't even enjoy the music anymore because I'm steady listening to the music. How do they mix that? You know what I mean? Why everybody like that Lil Wayne song so much? Oh, okay, because Lil Wayne is stuttering his voice. Well, let me learn how to do that. What is all this craziness in this Kanye West song? I gotta sit here and listen and learn how to do that. So so I listen to
a student perspective versus a fan.
Exactly. I don't listen to music ever from a fan perspective almost now. So it make it rough, but if anything, I started out playing trumpet. So if I am listening to anything else, I would probably be listening to some orchestra stuff because I really like, you know what I mean, big wind orchestras. But
I got a random question. If Kino Beats had to listen to 3 other producers, not named Kino Beats.
Just Blaze.
Okay, I can see that.
Drummer Boy.
Alright, I can see that too.
Musical.
Third producer. Matter of fact, Heat Makers.
Okay, I can see that.
Heat Makers, cause I mean, that's what I really would like to see that era come back, man, cause I don't think they get enough recognition, but Heat Makers
they created
a lane, you know what I mean, and that high pitched sample lane, like. Damn, that was a hard question because you got Kanye, you got so many.
Three is very not limited,
but all just hands down best producer. Like, and I'm speaking for my era. I'm 22, so I can only speak for music within the past 6 or 7 years, realistically. You know what I mean? And that would have to be Just Blaze, just the best, just hands down when it comes to all together, Just Blaze. When it comes to the type of music that I like to produce, as far as southern music go, trap, whatever, drummer boy, innovator, because not to discredit any other trap producers or whatever, but Drummer Boy made himself relevant and stay relevant by doing that specific sound. Him and Shorty Red, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They did that sound, but they were able to
You can go ahead and
misconstrue
say it. They created Jeezy. You know what I mean? And that spawned a lot of
They
other, you know what I mean, within that genre, trap
Right.
music, you know what I mean? Because of course at first, you know, the album, you know, Shorty Red and Drummer Boy back to back.
They created a lot of, they made a lot of artists
Made a lot of artists.
sound better than what they would sound.
And those artists have not sound the same without
them. Yeah, I can.
How do you feel about the lines of like fans and people that just kind of critique stuff just for the sake of critiquing it nowadays? Because I feel like it's a lot of people out there that just kind of add their opinion, but then they don't know half the shit that, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, as far as that go, I think that's just life. That's just life. You know, you're gonna have people that's just gonna talk. You know what I mean? People talk about stuff. We sit here and we watch their football game, and I don't know who in this room ever really played football. No. You know what I mean? But you could be like, oh man, he should have threw the ball to da 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 da. You don't know that. You know what I mean? The same thing with music. People listen and they speak whatever they want to speak, but you know, it's just that's just life. I think people going to feel certain ways about certain things even without being knowledgeable about it. But you know, that's why we live in America. Everybody got the right to freedom of speech. So when I see myself in 3 years, 3 years, have I thought that in depth about it? Because I like to think about things realistically. So I think 3 years prior to this date, I had a few placements. I worked with a couple of artists, but I didn't have as many placements I have now. So just as the growth of my career, where I see myself, I'm 22 now. 3 years, that'd be 23. 3 years, 3 years, yeah. 3 years, 3 years,
25?
3 years. I see a plaque. I see a plaque 3 years from now. That's the goal, to get a plaque out of this. You know what I mean? Right now, in the past 3 years, like I said, I've been working with a few artists, but I haven't done as much placements as of now. So now that I got a few notches under my belt, 3 years from now, I see a plaque. It goes back to like we was talking about earlier about being great. The only way you're going to be great is by being persistent.